Now we have to find the range. Most important part is this is greatest integer of x. Always this is integer. It's always an integer. What are the cases will come? The cases will come even integer, and odd integer, even integer and odd integer. What are the possibilities come? Now first case, sine pi by 2, this can be 1, you get 1. Sine pi by 2, this can be 2, you will get 0. Similarly, third one, sine pi by 2 into minus 1, you get minus 1. So only 3 possibilities are there because it is always an integer. Now, if we take the multiples, I will repeat once again, sine pi by 2 into 1 is one possibility, you will get 1. Sine pi by 2 into minus 1 will get minus 1. Sine pi by 2 into 0 you will get 0, or sine pi by 2 into even multiples, suppose I take 2n, you will get 0. Similarly, sine pi by 2 into 2n plus 1 will give you either 1 or minus 1. Example, sine 3 pi by 2 will give you minus 1, sine 5 pi by 2 will give you 1. So finally what we got the range? Minus 1, 0, 1 are the possibilities. So whenever odd, 2 possibilities are there, either it is 1 or 8 minus 1. Sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1, sine 5 pi by 2 is 1. Similarly, if I take the even multiples like 2n, we always calculate n pi, sine n pi is always 0. So what is the range? Range is, this is the range. But what is the domain? Let us discuss domain. Domain x can take belongs to real numbers, but greatest integer of x always gives you integer, always gives you output integer. That's why it is called greatest integer function.